Hi everybody, Nancy Kaufer here for the Tuxedo Park Library. We have another little tutorial today for our online friends, our patrons, family, whoever wants to watch. So one of the limitations for doing this class, not limitations, it's a challenge. Because we're all at home, we're all stuck at home, is to use whatever I have in the kitchen, which has brought me to about 5 ingredients. Potatoes, rice, oatmeal, beans, some yogurt. So I went through my bookshelf, my vintage cookbooks, my regular cookbooks, I did some research, and I found a recipe in this cookbook. And when I started doing research on the Nancy Drew series and all that, it turns out the first Nancy Drew book came out on April 28th, 1930. Today's April 28th, so we have 90 years of Nancy Drew. 90 years, so happy birthday, Nancy. Woo! Woo! Celebrate! So, we're doing a recipe from this cookbook. I thought it was pretty cool. What we're not going to do is the old attic stuffed tomato. No, not doing that one. We are doing Dave's deviled potatoes. Let's take a look at the recipe. All right, in Dave's deviled potatoes. By the way, Dave was a friend of the Nancy Drew character and somebody's boyfriend, I don't remember who. So in Dave's deviled potatoes, you need 4 to 6 medium potatoes, salt and pepper, 3 tablespoons of butter, softened butter, 1/3 cup warm milk, 1/2 cup sour cream, 1 tablespoon mustard. I chose Dijon because it's my personal favorite, and I don't think a yellow mustard would go, but that's entirely up to you. 1 tablespoon of sugar, which I don't know, it seems like a little weird ingredient in this, and 2 tablespoons of chopped green onions, which, because the cupboard is bare here, I don't have. I have a regular onion. This is an onion. I don't want to use that, so I'm going with the chives. But we'll get to that down the road. All right, what we need are 4 to 6 medium potatoes. Mine are already washed. Sometimes they have eyes on them, and you do need to take the eyes off. You don't want to be biting into that. So we have to gouge out the eyes of this potato. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But I'm not. So we will pare these. Peel, pare, whatever you want to call it. Oh, also, if there's a little gross part at the end, let's just cut that off. You don't want that in your potatoey, deviled potatoey things either. And just for the record, chickens can't eat potato peels. They're toxic and they will kill them. Just in case you ever bring over your leftovers, your scraps for me to feed to my chickens, don't give me potato peels. All right, in the garbage we go. Taking out the trash. My oven is already on 350 because we will be using that. Got a big pot of water here. Let me quarter up these potatoes and we will boil them just like you're making mashed potatoes. Actually, you are making mashed potatoes, okay? But we're deviling them. Dave's deviled potatoes. Dave sounds like a troublemaker. Right. In the water they go. Woo! Okay. And we'll bring that to a boil and boil them for about 15-20 minutes until they're soft. We're gonna poke them with a fork, make sure they're nice and soft. So we have 15 or 20 minutes to kill. All right, while that is doing its thing, we're going to move ahead with a part that comes later on. It calls for a half a cup in a small saucepan, a half a cup of sour cream. So we did that. Where's my cup? Could use some nachos right now. I don't measure, really. Half a cup of sour cream. Here we go. And what did I say about the mustard? 1 tablespoon of mustard. This is going to have pretty robust flavor. Close enough. Woo! Shouldn't have done that. Sour cream, done. And 1 tablespoon of sugar. If somebody can tell me why the sugar's in here, I'd be glad to know, because to me, oh man, I need those measuring spoons again. If somebody can tell me why the sugar's in here, I would love to know, because to me it just doesn't make sense. So, maybe that's the devilish part. 1 tablespoon of sugar. Get that going. Mixed up anyway. I'm not going to heat it up yet. We're going to wait for the potatoes to be finished. All right. All right. 20 minutes are up. Give or take a few. I've been busy. I don't know what you've been doing. I finished a cup of coffee. I looked at some other recipes. Whatever. I was busy. 20 minutes. So let's check these potatoes. They're definitely done at this point. Ooh. All right. Carefully, we're going to drain them. This is just like making mashed potatoes up to this point. I'm sure you've all figured that out, right? Back in the pot. Sound like Julia Child there. Back in the pot. Now it's 3 tablespoons of butter. 1, 2, 3. Like that. That's about right. 3 tablespoons of butter. And 1/3 cup warm milk. Warm milk will make your potatoes creamier. I didn't know that till a little while ago, okay? Not that long ago. All right, so let's warm this up in the microwave. Oh, it's warm. That is going in. Now these are mashed. Anybody use one of these anymore? I love this. This is my grandmother's. We'd be mashing here. Those will sit for a minute. Now we're going over to that weird combo of the sour cream, mustard, and sugar. Let's see, we're heating the sour cream in a small saucepan over a low flame, but I skipped ahead unknowingly and mixed together everything, the sour cream, mustard, and sugar. So we're just going to warm that over right now. On low, don't scorch it. We're warming it up until the sugar dissolves. At least that's what I'm assuming. It doesn't say anything in the recipe, but who wants to bite into sugar in your potatoes? It's almost like a honey dijon. It's nice. All right, let's add that. Big spoon. I have my spoon this time. Oh, onions. I forgot the onions. So I'm going to put in chives. Because right now it looks like cream of rice. Which is fine. Scissors. Give it a little color. And a little bit more. All right, got that in there. In a casserole dish that I spray. Now, this may have been fine for 1930. No, whenever the recipe, 1973, I don't know. But I'm thinking Nancy Drew is a little bit more hip and cool than that now. She's got that new TV show. So what I'm going to do is divide this recipe. I'll make the original, which really is very soupy. Mind you, I've never made this before, so this is, who knows? I'm going to make two different versions, 3 different versions if you count the original. I've decided to make it with jalapenos, some chili powder, and I'm going to throw a little corn in there. It's just fancy mashed potatoes, I'm telling you. Let's divide that. That's about right. I forgot salt and pepper, but you can put that in later. Let's add, let's add some chili, some jalapenos. A lot. Add those. And not measuring. A little bit of chili powder. This is going to be really spicy. It's going to be good. And just a little corn for no reason other than I had a can of corn. That's my first variation. What makes this deviled other than the sugar? This is my dilemma here. Stir potatoes into blend and chopped onion. Put the potato mixture into a 1-quart casserole. Heat the oven to 450. Bake for 12 minutes. Sorry, Carolyn Keene, but this is just mashed potatoes. You know. All right, so we got that. Oh, that's gonna be good. That one's gonna be good. And this one, just gonna play. I got to spray that little dish, so let's spray this one. I'm going to put in some grated carrots. And I grated them fine so that they would bake. But if they were too thick, they would be a little too crunchy. And some curry powder. Let's see how that comes out. This one I will add salt. Whoa! That's big chunks there. That's good. All right. All right. 12 minutes. All right. 12-ish minutes. Let's see what's going on. Let me turn the oven off before I forget because I always leave it on. Okay. One, that's the original. This is the curry. And this is the Mexican inspired. The spicy one. Taste test. All right, they look like they're about 9,000 degrees right now. So, let me put a little on each plate and then, see, I think they were supposed to puff up. Sorry, Nancy, don't like this recipe. No. Plain. And the curry. Look at how pretty! As it slides off the plate. Let's give it a whirl. Here we go. Should I investigate it? Okay, looking good. Regular. Mashed potatoes. But you can taste that little bit of mustard, and they have a little tang to them. So it's a little change of pace. The potatoes were definitely overboiled because they were kind of watery. Yeah, it has a nice flavor. Let's see which one we're going to do. We're going to do curry next. Taking it up a notch, Nancy. I like that one. And the carrots are done because they were so fine that it cooked all the way through. I need a sip of water in between. It's like I need to rinse and spit so I get the full flavor. I'm not going to spit. Onto the hot one with the corn and etc. I like that one too. It's good. And Ashley doesn't need salt and pepper. Oh, that's really good. Oh, now I don't know which one I like better. Good. All right. So I'll post the recipe below. Dave's deviled potatoes. And I think Dave should add the jalapenos and the chili powder because that's really devilish. It's hot. That's the book. That's me. That's the end. See you next time. The end. Hey everybody, the Tuxedo Park Library thanks you for watching our video. Don't forget to check out the library's website, tuxedoparklibrary.org. There are a lot of cool digital services you can use from home, such as Libby. You can borrow ebooks and audiobooks. We also have Rosetta Stone and Universal Classes, amongst other things, so go on and check it out and see what you can find. In the meantime, stay safe.